pussy when you use code Harvey Weinstein at littlegirlsanchezfeet.com.
That's pretty
That's
good.
what I've got.
That's a lot better than the fucking one about skinning. Never mind. We'll leave that one for the special in Alabama.
It's true. It's true. We gotta play
Subscribe to our
strengths.
Patreon for that one.
The live tour show.
The string needs more arsenic.
Feels fucking good. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good to be back. Today we are missing a member who sadly has passed away. Their name was Jethro. They also were gay, so we don't care.
Rest in peace, young Jeezy.
On the dead homies. Instead, we got Jala.
Yo,
He's here.
I'm the replacement Jay.
It was
Let's
actually
go.
cool. So
Yeah,
we're even more happy.
The cooler member. The cooler Jethro.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's what.
You're bouncing. You're bouncing out the queer in this show by being, you know, the straight sponge. The
Yeah.
SS.
I mean, I guess I fill in for at least one part of the LGBTQ and A, whatever, all of them.
Is it the Q?
The A, I'm the A. Don't get it twisted.
Hey.
Yeah, the AYY.
Yeah, that's it.
The part that gets turned up.
I'll have a story about an alien later.
Do you?
Yeah, I do a little bit.
All right, fuck it. Dallas, Texas. Guy refuses to mow his lawn, starts shooting at people mowing his lawn. Let's
God
talk
bless.
about that. Good mythical morning. Hello.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about it.
I mean,
This
clearly
man rules.
they violated his NAP rights with his lawn, so fully
NAP?
justified.
What is NAP? Is that like an adult baby diaper fetish thing?
I mean, it's libertarian, so yeah, of course.
I like this guy. This guy's really cool. God bless. Release him. Unless he died. Did he die? Did he
I
get shot by
hope
the
not.
cops?
I didn't actually read that far. I'm having attention span.
Yeah, I didn't check the story either. Just read the headline. There's nothing else. This is just a tweet. Is
Jeez.
it even real?
It's fresh off the presses.
Fresh off the presses from a week ago.
ago.
Yeah. Not a story.
There's nothing here.
I mean, you know, things move fast on the internet. That's just how it goes. That's the nature of the beast.
Guy refuses to mow lawn for work.
Well, hold on. Was he a white guy or a black guy? Because if he's white, they probably gave him a padded escort out. He's probably A-okay in a spa, finding Jesus. He's probably fine.
That's true. That's true. Standoff from 8:30 a.m. to noon. So these motherfuckers. That's why he was shooting. They were waking him up early.
Yeah.
Fuck. What'd you think was gonna happen? You live in Texas.
Yeah, in Dallas, Texas. Like, Jesus Christ. Thank God
Yeah.
the military was there. They would have been a bloodbath.
Looks like. Nah, he lived. He totally lived.
They have a name on
Good.
him?
Nah, they won't name him. I assume that's like a protection thing.
Well, what the fuck am I gonna put on my idol then to pray to this guy? What the hell? They put him right next to Ted Kaczynski. Like, come on.
Here's the best part. There are no word on any pending charges against the man.
Yeah.
Not even in trouble. They're just like, we get it.
SWAT's
You
just
know?
like, yeah, you know, we maybe dropped the ball a little bit.
Unlike the LA police,
Oh, yeah,
they
no.
fucking just bombed the neighborhood.
If it was the LA police, they would have all gotten a raise.
Yeah, really. That's the funniest thing. The funniest story over the past month has been LAPD pretends that they didn't intentionally set off a bomb in the middle of a black neighborhood.
I mean, I never heard of it. I just went along with it because that sounds believable. I mean, that's LA, baby.
The LAPD went to some neighborhood during 4th of July weekend, right? I think it was July 2nd this happened. And they seized a bunch of illegal fireworks. And so instead of taking them to a safe location, what they did was they decided to ignite all of them in the SWAT van, in like the bomb van. Like
Yeah,
every
now I
single
remember
one.
This. Holy shit.
Yeah. Good job, Beaver.
I just kind of was like, ooh, SWAT van. I'm tuned in.
And to lean in
So-
close, like, oh, SWAT
Yeah,
van.
gotta get ready.
So the SWAT van couldn't handle it. And so it fucking just exploded everywhere, and for like 2 blocks, like just windows were blown out. Cars were like fucked up. It was like a bomb. Like an IED may as well have went off. And it the cops gave the excuse of it was too dangerous to transport them. And that's total bullshit.
Yeah, it was too dangerous to transport in the armored, mine-resistant vehicle they probably had, but it was okay to carry it over there.
Yeah. You know, in like the fucking ghetto ass pickup truck that they probably brought it to the neighborhood in. You know, no risk. So that's one of the better stories. There's a video of it from like multiple angles. Every single one is hilarious.
That I need to look that up right now. That sounds
It
rad.
is it's a massive fucking explosion. There's even drone footage of
Oh my
it going
God.
off.
Dude,
It's like one of the most well documented explosions I've ever seen.
that's fucking sick.
Every angle is like a different sonic boom. It's the funniest.
I need to see like a super cut of that, like some Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. We'll talk about this last story in Story Bin. We haven't been updating this in a month. And then we'll talk about Cuba,
Yeah, 2 stories. That's
and
it.
we'll talk about Palestine.
Hell
Good,
yeah.
good topics.
And
Do
then
we want to talk about Bezos going to space and then gloating about how everyone paid for it?
That was the
More than a
alien
dozen
story.
people were
That
hurt
was
in the
it.
explosion in South Los Angeles.
Police were trying to
That's
detonate illegal
Now I
fireworks
remember.
seized from a home last night. Eyewitness news reporter
there's
Sid
not a
Garcia
ton to say
has
on
the
that.
latest on
Jeff
the
Bezos is a
investigation.
cunt.
Sid,
He deserves the worst. He went to space. Everybody heard about it.
It's a shame that rocket worked.
Yeah, he became a Gundam character as soon as he came back. Fucking Kojima level speeches on fucking.
Xeon.
He's wearing a fucking cowboy hat.
Yeah, he and every video that he appeared in looks deep faked. Like he doesn't look real. Like you know that video of like the Russian rave where they're interviewing the guy and he just looks fucking zonked. That's what Jeff Bezos looks like coming out of that.
Most billionaires don't look real.
I was thinking that his first interview was deep faked. It really looks like it because I was like, "There's no way he's getting on that fucking rocket. There's no way he's actually gonna go to space and risk his own life."
Oh yeah.
Like if that shit explodes, he'll just be like, "Haha, I sent a dummy." Like, it's like, dude,
Probably already has them.
You know, he's like, oh, the mind upload.
yeah.
Like he just shows up on the Amazon blimp and he's like, I am Project 2501.
This is actually a test to like clone like union workers and like shoot the real ones up into space.
Send them to the lunar colonies.
Yes.
And make them work with no gravity. Fuck. What we're oh yeah. GOP city council member in Alabama says, "Do we have a house?" And we're just happened.
Oh, I just saw that.
Yeah. Just you know,
Keeping
the shit you can say.
Yeah, the real spirit of America's still alive, folks. Never left.
God bless. God bless. Tommy Bryant. Good to know that his name's out there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a really fun next few weeks. And the mayor of wherever that was, I forget where you just said.
Alabama. Don't
Yeah.
know what city. This is city council in Alabama. Tarrant? Like Tarrant? What's the widest way of saying? What's the southern way of saying Tarrant?
Tarrant,
T-
probably.
Tarrant? Yeah, probably.
Whatever kind of backwards ass. We're not gonna go into it.
Tarrant, Alabama, motherfucker just calls like a mayor or something the N-word. Just like straight up. And he's like, his heart rate's like 65. He is totally fucking used to saying it to black people. No concern in his voice.
Doesn't look over his shoulder. Doesn't preempt it. Just right like a fucking Mike Tyson left hook. Just came out swinging. Jesus Christ.
Is people living in the moment.
Yeah. He's lived a full life. He's ready to go if he's got it.
Yeah, we can speed it up a little bit. Honestly, I don't think I'm not advocating anything, but you know.
3.3 million views. At least everybody knows who he is now. That's cool.
Yeah, that's man. When they find his address, it's over for him.
His face is out there.
Oh yeah.
like Joe Biden's. Just saying.
Especially like Joe Biden's is what you say. Don't even need to do research. Just whatever Pennsylvania Avenue. There's just a joke NSA, please. Everything's fine.
Somewhere in Delaware. I only know because of that fucking Weezer video.
I thought he lived in like Florida or something. He's old.
Yeah, you'd think. Delaware is the state of dust, though. State of ashes. Joe Biden is like the soul of Cinder from Dark Souls 3. He just keeps being reborn as a new demonic fucking figure.
And he just gets older and older each time. It's like what they tried to do to old Bill Clinton, but they ran out of baby blood because, you know, Cuba happened.
Right. Speaking of Cuba.
Yeah, that's a
ready to
segue
talk
for
about
you.
Cuba?
That one's for free.
So the CIA is currently running an operation to try and destabilize the Cuban government even further, away from communism and into another capitalist fucking, what's the word? Proxy, I suppose it would be?
Something like that.
Yeah, basically America's trying to take over Cuba again, except this time they're being a little less subtle about it. Currently, quote-unquote, protests going on, despite them being, like, less than 10,000 people, but getting major news media coverage. Nobody in Cuba actually wants to be American. Nobody wants to be a part of the imperialist system, but the CIA sure would like them to be, so they're probably going to end up that way.
If the CIA can give them some better hospitals, they might appreciate that a little bit, but, you know, what do I know?
The problem with Cuba, though, is that America is always fucking them. Always. 24/7 we have for 60 years.
Yeah, how long? Yeah, I was about to say, like, how long has that embargo been going on? Like
60 plus
50,
years.
60 years.
So that's the main reason why Cuba's failing. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're just lying to you. It's not because Cuba is a communist state. That's not why they're failing. Not at all. It's just been the United States fucking them over since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of Cuba. It's very fun to see all of the Cuban false flag operations. Not false flag. That's like Sandy Hook. I mean, like, false info that people are just spreading.
Misinfo campaign.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word, but this blue moon hitting different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I'll drink to that.
The people on the quote people on Twitter just giving the same fucking copy-pasted speech about Viva la Cuba, no more communism, and like it's from 500 accounts. You can infinitely scroll and see the same exact copy-paste phrasing.
And it's like they follow, like, you know, 10 people, and their name is like first name, last name, couple of numbers, a little bit of Spanish thrown in there just to make it look exotic.
Yeah. And that's fun.
All I'll say is
Go ahead.
I'm waiting on what Joey Diaz has to say about it, because whatever he says, I'm going to believe him. He's my resource on Cuba, so I'm patiently awaiting his input like he's a political scientist.
It is just incredible to see the amount of bullshit that the CIA and the United States government at large is attempting with Cuba. But rest assured, it's bullshit. There's so many. Have you guys seen those tweets that are like, look at this protest, look at these streets that are full, and then the comments are like, dude, this is like a Ghana football celebration or some shit. Like, what the fuck are you?
Like, man, they really dropped off after Pizzagate, huh? They're really getting like lazy with their work here.
Yeah, they're not even trying anymore. I mean, it's arguable that they ever were trying. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, there's like not many of us left to be mad about it because now everybody's back to crunch. Biden won. No need to worry about anything ever again.
Well, the liberals are in favor of removing the communist government. Like, they believe all that false flag bullshit.
Which is really
Yeah,
strange
I mean,
when you think about
that's
it.
what I mean. Like, nobody's around to like call out the bullshit because the blue team is doing it now.
I do wonder if Trump won, if this Cuba thing would be more called out on. I doubt it. I doubt it, but it might. There might be a little more.
I wonder what his stance be on it. He'd probably be in favor of it, I have to assume.
Yeah, he'd be in
God
favor
bless
of
the people of Cuba. Very brave, very strong.
Yeah, he would like inadvertently like bring attention to it.
Was that the sound effect?
That, and also he would definitely fuck up and say, you know, we have our agents in very critical places. In Cuba.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
He'd let some shit slip. Has Joe Biden talked about Cuba, or has it all been Kamala Harris?
I haven't been paying attention.
It'd be hilarious if it's just been Kamala, because they know that Joe Biden's gonna fuck something up.
They're gonna leave him to talk about the aliens in Area 51, and then Kamala ignores the border for the millionth time and talks about Cuba.
Yeah.
Isn't that what people have been mad at her about? That she's not doing shit at the border or something? I didn't know that was her job.
They made the border worse. Like, they made all those detention centers worse.
Yeah.
They just renamed them.
I mean, well, hey,
They're not called
Obama
detention
built them.
centers anymore.
Biden's just carrying the torch.
That's how it is. So, I would like to point to a couple things about the r/Cuba subreddit.
Oh, this should be good.
Oh shit.
I'm on r/Cuba/new, so I'm seeing the newest posts. Excuse me, I'm not very versed in Reddit, so I will do my best to use this. The second thread I see is a quote about 100 CIA officers and family have been sickened by Havana syndrome. And it's it's an article by The Guardian. So that's CIA Director Thursday, Mysterious Ailments, etc., etc. I don't know why that's even in the Cuba subreddit, but it's funny. It's funny that they're talking about the CIA first fucking thing. Newest thread, I just refreshed the page 11 minutes ago. Democrats endorse BLM, erase freedom
From Cuba, Democrats support this, but remove this.
Yeah.
Good, it's a good point.
Fantastic. Just CIA is sending their best nowadays.
Man, I would have thought they would have, like, up-to-date vaccinations. I mean, tell me the Army gets crazy vaccinations, but not like the NSA, CIA, whoever the fuck.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if I've never even heard of Havana syndrome, so maybe that would be the new COVID, the new Ebola. That'd be funny.
Ah, yeah, that's COVID.
Yeah.
That's what Joey Diaz had in the 70s. That's why he drank cod juice. That's how they keep it away. They didn't drink their cod.
So the entire Cuba subreddit is just people simping for the CIA and for the quote-unquote revolution. Protesting Cuba gained momentum. It's just a bunch of bullshit. This isn't even a video of Cuba. That's funny. That's Argentina.
What the fuck? The first article I see on Havana syndrome, sorry to interrupt,
You're good. No, go
from
for it.
CNN, one working hypothesis is that Russia is using a microwave or other directed energy device.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
That does not say that. Holy fucking
I will this.
The minute it comes to communism in Cuba, here comes the fucking angry ghost of fucking Lenin just rising up from the grave. Here we go. Cold War II, baby. Woo.
Mushroom. Oh my god, yeah, that's a real thing.
Dude, Black Ops 6 is looking pretty fucking rad, I gotta say.
This was today.
Wow, they're quick.
Oh my god, this rules.
Man, 2021 is pretty. It's shaping up pretty nicely. I'm impressed.
It's definitely a funnier year than last year, I think.
It's a lot less tragic, yeah, a lot less of a headache.
January 6th is still the funniest day in recent American history.
What happened?
That was the Capitol riot.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget?
Yeah.
Man, good times.
It was. It's funny that liberals are being so fucking, like, ass mad about January 6th, like it's the new 9/11.
The new 9/11.
Yeah, that's what they try and push it as. They're all still like, oh, we were so scared for our lives.
Oh, man. What's funny is that I was when that happened, I took a break from Division 2, and I was about to beat it. And if you don't know, the last level of the base game is at the fucking whatever that building was of the riot. The fucking Capitol building? Is that a Capitol building?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You just
literally
happen
at
to
the
be there?
Capitol building.
Nice.
It's wild.
And I was like, ooh, I better wait a little bit. They might tap in and think I'm using this for training. Jesus.
It's great that we're just gonna put more sanctions on Cuba. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
wonder
good.
if that's really gonna solve it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna help the people of Cuba in their immense crises that are definitely not already caused by the United States organization. That's the official stance, by the way. We're pro-Israel now.
I see we're taking the anti-Sam Hyde stance. Very, very proud.
Is Sam Hyde pro-Palestine?
I would imagine he would be. Yeah, he probably is. What am I saying? 1,000,000% he
Oh,
probably
right.
is.
And, like, genuine anti-Semitism. Like, it's
Yeah.
not even because Israel is a shitty place. It's because the Jews.
It's just a coincidence. He found out about one later and he was like, oh, that's
Is there a time to talk about Israel and Palestine?
There's always time to talk about Israel and Palestine.
Sure, but is there, like, a lot to talk about?
Oh, a lot to talk about in Israel.
Because, like, fuck. I mean, it's just Israel doing what they've always done.
Yeah.
They're just imposing their own laws on land that they stole. So that's fun. And
It
the
amazes
claim.
me the number of people that they say, oh, you don't know the history. And I was like, do you?
They're like, nope. I just read a thread on Twitter from some bitch with an Israel flag in her fucking display name. It's funny how the combination of flags is becoming on people's Twitter display names.
Yeah, right.
It's now becoming like Princess fuck shit. I don't know. Princess Little Feet. Let's go with that. Princess Little Feet /BLM /Israel flag / Cuba flag.
And a black spade. Don't forget the black spade.
And a black
Yes, super cute.
Can't forget. It's very
Important to the culture.
very important to the culture that Israel remains standing.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
dude, how else is Blacked.com gonna get its funding? Like, listen, I'm no poll user, but a lot of those theories about, like, you know, where the funding, where porn studios get that shit from, and like the destabilization of fucking whatever. Sometimes I want to believe. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird sometimes. Kind of
The
cold.
destabilization of familial units. kind of thing.
Something like that. The breakdown of dating habits. Something that put things in the water, make the frogs gay. All that shit. It's all connected. Human trafficking. It's all in there. Probably.
I don't know about a lot of porn being that way. I mean, there is a not insignificant amount of porn that is just human trafficking.
Oh yeah. If it was
But I don't
filmed
know.
in like Europe, then yo. If they're
trafficking.
from Czechoslovakia, you better believe.
Yeah, you better maintain that thought in your head while you beat off, because then it's still morally okay if you're thinking about it while you're doing
Yeah,
it.
you're showing support.
Yeah, it's solidarity.
I remember one that
Because they'll beat the woman if she doesn't get 500,000 views.
and I mean, well, some of them are into it, so that's like a double jeopardy for them. I remember this one story, this is where I get the Czechoslovakia thing from, or it's Polish or something, I forget. Literally, somebody had noticed that in a mirror, like it was like a steamy bathroom scene, somebody had written something on the glass and like the condensation, and somebody reversed it and translated it, and it turned out it said help. In, like,
Oh my god.
yeah. And everybody
shit.
was like, oh. And of course, all the comments were like, so what scene is that?
Yeah, that's some fuck shit.
Yeah, that was pretty. I was like, whew, I'm not surprised, but Jesus, that's dark. Fuck.
Yeah. Remember, this is out of nowhere and only vaguely related. I remember vivid memory that's never going to go away. It was fake. Like, people figured out it was fake. But there was, like, a rape webm on 4chan back when I was, like, 14. Why am I talking about this? Whatever.
Jesus, go to commercial. What am I doing?
Yeah. You know what?
All
Let's
right.
just drop that one. don't even
Let's
know.
put a
I'm
pin
just-
in that one for later, the after hours podcast.
I think we all know how that one
good.
goes.
Yeah.
So anyway, about
Moral of the story, it's fake. Don't worry.
If
Not
fake,
witness the way.
just like he was Revolution. Hey,
Hey, got their fucking asses. So that covers Israel. There's nothing.
as Sam Hyde once famously said, Israel wiped straight off the map. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's, still capitalists, but doing better than most.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
They're really pissed about that.
Oh
That's
yeah, dude, I'd
funny.
imagine like if ice cream got pulled out of your state because of something like you endorsed Trump or something, you'd be pissed too.
If
They
ice
were
cream
so
got
mad,
pulled
they
out
were
of my
like, "Do it."
state because I was killing Arabs, I'm just going door to door and like shooting them. And the
Dude.
ones that after I run out of ammo, I just tell them to destroy their own houses. You mean that's why the
If-
ice cream isn't there?
If White Claw pulled out of New Jersey because they voted for somebody, like that state would be burning to the ground. And I know
Oh.
two people who would be behind the fucking plot, like single-handedly.
And man, in 2002, if Four Loko got pulled because of that shit. Oh boy.
Wait, that was a thing?
Four Loko did not get pulled because of a political thing. It got
Oh.
pulled because it was killing people.
Wow. Oh, so that's
Yeah.
why there's that video about the Four Locos.
Yeah, no, it used to have caffeine in it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why it was killing people. It was not burning down at the same time. Like I'm doing now. Man,
Damn,
I
same.
hope I just have a heart attack on the job. That'd be funny.
Dude, get on the pod. Go for fucking big air.
Recorded.
Just we're like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Add some screaming into it. That would be funny. And then you're just like, ah.
The problem with
We
that
really do
is
the snuff bit so many times.
the problem with dying on pod is that my mom would never release that audio.
Damn.
'Cause I
Ever?
can't stop recording it and render it while I'm dying.
You can like
Oh,
give
that's
us like a screen thingy where you control your computer. You know,
Yeah,
like
okay.
screen.
Like this
yeah,
on Team
Switch,
Viewer.
right?
yeah, Team Viewer. Yeah, one of those things.
Oh,
No,
Like,
yeah.
one of us is dialing 911, the other one's like, quick, export. Like, no, don't export it as this, export it as that. Fuck.
We gotta export before Nicky's mom is off the computer. Hurry!
We're just like, we hear your mom in the background, we're yelling into the mic like, no, don't unplug it, don't touch it. Don't hit the keyboard.
We have the will, Nicky's will, everything they want. You can't turn off the computer.
It's like my last words were like, "I spilled the Four Loko in the computer. Hurry!"
Holy fuck.
Soon.
Wait, did I show you guys the Dom Mazzetti video of the Four Locos?
You've shown me many times.
I don't think I've ever.
We'll have
Rape
to
us
watch
back,
that
bro.
afterwards,
We
because
will actually.
it's so good.
Well,
All right, I don't have any more news.
yeah, that's it. So we're done.
Nothing to really. I mean, political podcast, yada yada.
A
But
little hot.
at the moment, like, what is there to say? Like, the worst people you know are doing the worst shit that they've been doing. Is
Yep.
there anything to talk about right now? It's just the CIA is being cunts as they are.
I mean, it's just the CIA being the CIA.
That's just what's going on.
Cunty intelligence agency? Yeah.
Come in ass. Got it.
nailed it.
No fucking problem. So, where have we been? What's been going on? It's been since March. It's 4 months.
Yeah.
I think that's less of a hiatus than the last time. I think last time was like
yeah.
fucking August to March or something.
Something like
So, let's start from the top of the Discord list. Beaver, where you been?
Oh no. Can we start from the bottom?
Mel, where you been?
that. The Beaver is no.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna
No.
say. I thought that's what it was gonna be.
Nice.
No.
So Mel, what's up? What's been going on?
I mean, do I go into like real life shit?
I don't care. Fill for time. That's all this podcast is.
That's my
An
life.
hour and a half of filler.
my grandma has brain cancer, and I've been busy taking care of that.
Holy fuck. Alright, well, I'll catch y'all later.
You're like the second person I know in the past week for their grandmother to get brain cancer.
I'm scared for my grandma, Jesus.
Well, this was something that was developing, like, around the time of the last episode. So
Oh, I see.
Fuck.
it's been ongoing shit.
The other person I know, her grandma knew that she had brain cancer, but they thought it was going to be benign, and then it wasn't. So how does the brain cancer treat her functions?
Not good.
I figured.
Yeah, my grandpa went on a business trip.
Business
And I had to take 2 days off work because.
Ooh, I see. So
Yeah,
like
I've been
dementia? Dementia said dude?
Well, kind of. It's similar. That's what we thought it was. It was before we took him to the hospital initially.
I'm
But yeah.
sorry.
Also last week,
Yeah.
my grandpa got fucking GTA carjacked.
Yo?
Holy shit.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Like somebody opened his car door and pulled him out?
Some dude at an intersection ran up to him with a gun.
Holy shit! At an intersection!
Where do you live? What the fuck?
Compton, apparently.
Dude.
I mean, yeah, to Compton, Washington,
To Compton.
Oh, yeah.
It's a comp.
Yeah,
Is that what they call it?
that's-
Is that the nickname for Tacoma? To Compton?
To come.
I've heard it called that at one point. I
That's-
think back when
I guess you know
Right.
now. You know why now.
yeah.
That's fucking insane.
So
Yeah.
he doesn't have a car anymore, huh?
He just got the rental car yesterday.
Have they
Jesus.
found his car? Or are they finding it or looking or?
So my grandpa, so his phone. Okay, his phone was in the car.
Yeah.
His weed was in the car.
Oh shit. Wow, that's some loot.
Really funny.
What else? What else? Come on. Xanax was in the car too, right?
No.
I think about to say his Viagra.
There was
Ooh.
a fucking cooler in there.
Oh,
A wine
like
cooler?
his work stuff. But anyway,
Oh.
no. So his phone was traceable, right?
nice.
Right.
So they fucking know, it's like at an apartment complex, maybe 15 minutes away from here.
Wow.
And he was tempted, but he's like, nah, if the guy walks out, I'm fucked.
Oh, like to go back and get it?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Or,
Just
or,
take a
or,
Like as they go and
or
brawl.
go check it out.
figure
But
it
no,
out.
no, he told the cops. That's all he did.
Why doesn't he do like the ending of Gran Torino, where he just walks up and they're like all pointing guns at him, and then he pulls out like a bubblegum wrapper, and then they all kill him, and then they get fucked over by the cops?
Jesus.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's the end of Gran Torino. I suppose that's a spoiler.
That's
Whoops.
It's
kind
a
of
movie. Yeah, it's a great ride until you get there.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, so that's been
Wow, hard chat.
my last couple weeks.
Jala, what about you?
Let's see. Been trying to get the fitness going a little bit. Trying to wake up earlier. Stop being, piece of shit, flabby skeleton man. What else? I've been into racing games, probably an unhealthy amount. That's been good.
Yeah.
It's been making me want to watch Initial D again. Not much else to really report off the top of my head.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
Okay, I forgot if you drove or not, but
Yeah,
you're,
I do.
You're a straight white male, so that tracks.
I mean, I wouldn't even need it. It's just for bragging rights, really. It's not like they would stop me even if I was driving. If I was the dude that stole your grandpa's car, nah, it'd be fine. They wouldn't have even asked.
It's like, oh, you clearly own this.
But you clearly have money, so...
I have been doing fuck all. I've been working at a school. 2 schools, technically. I attempted to find really funny names in the student list. There were none.
That's unfortunate.
There was one kid named Bird Field. And that's it. That's like the closest I got. Otherwise, it was Birdfield. Otherwise, it was just a bunch of like neoliberal fucking spellings of shit.
I gotta dig out my like old yearbooks, see if I can find some shit now.
There was Alexis, but it's spelled Alleksys.
Yeah.
Michaela spelled Myhkaela.
I like that a lot, actually.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that one.
That one's rough.
No,
I've
that
never
one's-
heard that one.
Sounds good.
A kid named Ireland Mueller, which I feel is a little on the nose. But no shiteeds spelled shithead. No O's.
Holy fuck.
Was told about a kid named Philip Phillips though from a friend that they knew.
Isn't that the
Same-
name of like a fucking like American Idol dude?
I thought you were gonna say pop punk band, but either way, yes.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy's been going on for me. My mom almost fucking died by chasing a dog because she like fell 2 feet off of a step.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
She's just large, so when she falls hard.
Gravity.
Like she left the door open and one of the dogs ran out the front door. And so she goes to chase it, and so she just takes the biggest step that she can, knowingly, and then she just trips. And it's really funny. It's on video. It's funny because she's not hurt. But she gives a really loud "fuck" as she's falling. So,
I
get it
need
from
to see the
somewhere.
video of that. That sounds hilarious, actually.
I'll try and pass it to you after.
Holy fuck.
Uh,
I've heard your bomb, so I can picture it. Jesus Christ.
They also bought like a 10 grand Volkswagen, like the Bug, like the fucking classic car that looks like shit. They won like a car show award. I don't know how. All they did was buy it, and then they just started taking it to car shows without doing anything to it. Very fucking, what a worthless fucking thing to do.
No flat six, no fucking turbo, with no pimped out exhaust. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no nitrous in the fucking bottom, like it's the Fast and Furious. What's even the point?
If you can't, like, get a neck injury from just accelerating in the fucking thing, why even own it?
I've been seeing a lot of fucking blue, like, not Mitsubishis, but like a lot of blue, also not sports cars, but close, like street race cars with like spoilers and everything. I think I recognize one. It's like, no, there's something different about that one. What's up with that? Have you guys been seeing that shit too, or is that just like a local thing?
Might be
People
local. I
like
haven't
their
seen it.
blue street racing cars.
I mean, you know, I don't think I've noticed blue more than any other color, but you know, people like their cars.
I
How's
see.
your street racing scene?
I see blue when I look up, and daytime. If that counts.
Thanks. Helpful. Beaver, I got a story after you
Oh.
go. What's been up with
I
you?
go. Oh,
Yeah.
what's up? You know, I've been trying to cut coffee lately.
Nice.
I think been developing a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
I think, you know, waking up late is one of those. I think relying on coffee every day is really fucking with me mentally, and I'm like tired all the time. So I'm
How
trying
are-
to cut
How are
that
you
out.
going to bed early and waking up late? What's up with that?
How do you know that?
Because you pass out every call,
Like at like what time?
like midnight to 1 your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a normal time to get some Z's, you know. That's what I would say regular.
How are you waking up late and still falling asleep that early?
It's all the caffeine.
Are you?
You know,
like,
it's got to my brain.
Are you like sleeping and waking up late, or are you like it's hard to get out of bed?
Alright, you know, it varies. Most of the time it's hard to get out. Sometimes I oversleep, which is the worst, and I hate myself for doing that. Sometimes I sleep for like 10 hours, which is terrible. I sleep for 6.
I get that
I-
sometimes.
I hate doing that. I want to stop doing that. Sometimes I just sleep through my alarm when I try to do that, which sucks. I need to get like a better one because the one on the phone it's just weak. Even though I cranked it up, I'm like, I guess I'm just a bitch and I sleep through all that, so it sucks.
When I set an alarm, I have my alarm on the other side of the room, so I have to physically go get up. To
Yeah,
fucking turn
yeah,
it
same.
off.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I don't
will
even
just-
hear it. I just sleep through it, and then
Even
like
the loud fucking ear piercing ones,
I don't know. The issue is I don't own one. I only
they're
use
like
my
$5.
phone. Yeah, then you have to like go to the store and like, look at the alarm. And then what if I get one that doesn't wake me up? Then it's like I have to go return
And
it.
you have to go back. Well,
Is Jala dying for you guys too?
Yeah, it's probably my internet.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I thought that was my internet.
It's,
Okay.
it's recording anyway, so we'll be fine.
Cool.
I'll wait until it passes.
Jala, did I know I didn't tell Mel. I know I told Beaver. Jala, did I tell you about when I went to that party down the street?
Oh, you didn't? That's new.
It's new. Okay.
Fill me in.
So we can't really understand you, so if you're trying to say something, I'm sorry. Such is the nature.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
But I will tell the story. So it's a Saturday, right? It's like 7 p.m. I'm one Henny margarita in. Henny margarita is just a margarita, but with Hennessy instead of tequila.
Oh, for you must have been very fun. You're such
Yeah.
a lightweight. That must have gotten you
Uh-huh.
blast.
300 pounds.
I know, and I'm somehow still
Sounds
lightweight.
Yeah,
Me
totally. So this is when I bought that bottle of Henny. Making those. I one down. I'm into my second, and my mom and I are just hanging out on the porch because that's what we do. Side little tangent. My mom didn't know that the term porch monkey was racist.
Right.
That's like what she just used to call you.
That's
you
a
hang out on
great
the
side
porch.
note.
She said that on Facebook once.
Really?
She was hanging out on the
Oh.
porch. Yeah, she's like, I'm just hanging out on the porch being a porch monkey. And then somebody in the comments was like, what the fuck?
That is the best.
Holy shit.
And she was in her 40s when she discovered that, so
That's awesome.
Oh,
another
magic of
what-
racism.
When we were at the mall, she tried to do the Wakanda Forever thing, and she just ended up doing the Hitler salute.
No.
I don't know where the fuck she gets her information, but it's golden.
I'm starting to see like the family resemblance a little bit.
Yeah, but hers is on accident.
Yeah, yours on.
So we're hanging out on the porch, and we hear music going on. Of course, it's a Saturday. But it's fucking loud. And we see a garage open down the street. And so I'm like, fuck it. This is a relatively minority filled neighborhood. Relatively.
That's how you know it's a good party.
It's true. It was a
It
good
is
party. I'll get there. I have the bottle of Henny. I still have the margarita in my hand. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go chill with some random people in their garage.
Fuck social distancing.
Fuck social. Well, I was we were all vaccinated.
Oh, yeah.
So, hanging out. I walk down there, right, with the bottle of Henny in hand, and I say to these random people, they all ended up being Mexican. Awesome. Right, good start. So, I'd say, yo, I see your garage is open. Is this an open party? What the fuck is up? And one of the guys is like, let me go get the owner, because he's inside right now. And then the owner's like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Let's fucking party. 30 seconds later, another white guy shows up.
Oh,
But this time, he's like a wigger.
Oh,
He's exactly that
You
stereotype.
felt with your kind. You're like, finally. Something I can relate to.
So this was about 9 p.m., right? This dude is fucking sloshed. He's already gone showing up to this fucking place. So we're playing beer pong, right? The cups were filled with like dirty water because you don't want to waste the alcohol in the cup, right? You just drink that shit straight. The water's just there to keep the cups balanced. Almost drink the dirty water because I didn't know. But they're like, no. I'm like, okay. So we're playing beer pong, right? This dude, this white guy, will not stop talking about how he's in the army and how if he was sober, he'd totally be winning beer pong.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, he's like, bro, if I was sober, I totally would have made that shot. Bro, you don't even know. I'm in the art. Like, just doing that over and over and over again. Like, that's all he knows how to say. So we lose beer pong because he's on my team, right? And he is just fucking, he's completely gone. So we lose, and without saying a word, he just kind of stumbles back to where he came from.
Whatever den he crawled out of, whatever army base he came from.
Yeah, he just starts stumbling back up the street. And they're like, is your friend gonna be okay? And I'm like, what do you mean, my friend? And they're like, we thought you were with him. And I'm like, no, I've never seen that guy in my life. I don't know who that guy is. He just happened to show up the same time I did.
He just happened to be white at the same time you were too.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Dude, it's the CIA. They're on to me.
They are. So, give or take 2 hours, right? I've gone through the entire bottle of Henny in one day. Or, not one day. I think I had like a quarter of it the night before. This was too much alcohol. Just straight up. I also didn't have the ingredients to make mixer, so after my second margarita, I was just drinking Henny straight from the bottle. I was just necking it. Rough time. So, about 11 o'clock, Ethan gets off work. Our good friend, my good IRL Ethan. He shows up, and he's not going to drink because he has to go home at some point, right? And also, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm already fucking wasted. So, he shows up. We're shooting the shit for about another hour. One of the first guys, I should say, who was at this party, who was friends with the owner, I assume, is another Mexican guy. But he's like Air Force or Army, I forget, I don't know which. He's like built. He's jacked, right? But he starts getting it in his head. One of us starts getting aggressive, and I don't remember which. But he starts being like, bro, I could totally bench you, bro. And I'm like, okay, we'll try that shit. And so we go out to the middle of the concrete street, and I just kind of like flop over his back. I'm like, go ahead, try it. And he barely can. So that's fun. And so I get the idea in my dumb fucking drunk skull. Hey, you should fight this guy.
Oh, shit.
But like in a friendly way. But the problem is when other people are drunk, they don't take challenges as friendly. Right? So, I'm telling him, yo, you ever done jujitsu? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, listen, you're a big guy. You look like you can fight, right? Dude, I have this friend, Onyx.
Oh.
I start dragging him into this shit, even though he's not here and has nothing to do with this. I'm like, yo, if you want a good fight, you should go fight my friend Onyx at 10th Planet. Just like naming where it is, the specific gym and everything.
We're giving the address, zip code. These are his hours, by the way.
And like, yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what the logic was in my brain, but I'm like, I'll be the guy to say if you're worthy to get in to 10th Planet. I don't know why. But we almost start fighting, and the whole time I'm like, dude, it'll be friendly, and then he starts getting like pissed. Ethan tells me that I was in his face a lot, being a white annoying guy who can't handle any.
Sounds about accurate. Not for you, just white people.
Yeah, in general. So his shirt's off, right? He's like ready to go, and I'm like, yeah, we'll have a friendly fight on the grass. We'll do jiu-jitsu. Never done jiu-jitsu in my life, by the way. And I start taking my shirt off, and then everybody, a lot of people showed up at this point. I don't remember any of them. At this point, I take my shirt off, and Ethan and everybody screaming, no, don't do that. And so Ethan walks me home, and I felt very guilty ever since that I just walked up to a party and started trying to fight a guy.
That is incredible.
But I mean, it was friendly, so it's like,
Just friend, I'm trying to be, trying to get some fisticuffs, like smash some friendlies. That's the most interesting thing that's happened to me in the past 2 months.
That's pretty good. I'm curious to see this new house, new neighborhood and shit.
Yeah, it's depressing. Every house is colored the fucking same, like, bluish gray.
What's the house like? Is it still in the basement, right?
I am in the basement still. I
Fuck
still
yeah.
live in my mother's basement. But now there's 3 stories.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Am I gonna be on the? Or am I gonna be fucking? What do you call?
You're gonna be on the top floor in one of the spare bedrooms, so I
Fuck
can
yeah.
fuck my girlfriend without like having to deal with that.
I still remember your exact words, Sal. I
What were
remember.
What
Just
was
like,
it?
cause you know how I fuck. Like, that shit was so funny.
Like fuck, and it's loud.
It's like I need to be on the layer that has the most fucking like earthquake proofing, so I can be safe.
This bed's gonna break. I know it is. Not even because of that. It's just like, man, the wood bars are fragile. One's already broken. One other little minor thing. One of the guys I work with at the school, his name is actually straight up Alex Jones.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I've thought about asking him, but I don't know. His office is like all like American fucking history shit.
You
He's
just
really
go up
digging that.
start saying Alex Jones quotes to see if he like.
Yeah, just go up to him and say, "Hey, can you tell me some history about the black helicopters?"
You know anything about like the frogs?
You got anything on Bohemian Grove? Like, what's going on?
It's like, did you write your master's thesis on Bohemian Grove? I heard you were there.
Oh man, do you think that Alex Jones, the real guy, was like fucking the kids at Bohemian Grove, or do you think he was just there?
I think he was just there. I think he probably saw some shit, maybe. Maybe he got a hard on and he's ashamed of it. Maybe that's why he's on the quest he is now. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think we all want to believe like he wouldn't, right? Like we all want to think he's like the kind of good one who wouldn't do it. He wouldn't actually.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would dip in there either. I think he'd look and be like, I can't say anything.
I
ever."
honestly think. Here's what I honestly think, and people call me crazy. I think he did see some shit like that, and I think
for
it
sure,
probably gave him the psychotic break that he had, and that's why he's so fucking crazy. Like on some Bloodborne HP Lovecraft level shit. I think he saw something that fucked him up, and that's why he's like so. I can't say that word, but you know he's out there.
Fuck. I had something in my head. Oh yeah. Do you see that they totally just have weather machines in Dubai now?
Weather machines?
Fuck is a weather machine.
What do you mean?
Like the conspiracy shit?
Yeah, like
they
hard.
just made rain in Dubai.
That's sick.
Really?
They straight up
Really?
just did that.
All right, cool.
So weather machines exist now.
I mean, we already
Or
make like
they
fake
always have.
snow and shit.
I need to look that up.
Well, that's different. Fake snow is like a chemical compound. I'm saying Dubai literally made rain.
See,
And just like they did chemical compounds or some shit and they fused it in the sky. Let me try and find this because this sounds insane. Dubai rain drone.
drones will be used to create artificial. Dubai rain drones, a band name.
Yeah.
I'm putting this in the story book for you. It's so hot in Dubai that the government is artificially creating rainstorms. This is a real fucking thing.
Cool.
And who knows how long this has existed.
Dude, that's crazy. You can have like a push notification. Like we got the rain coming in today at 5:30 p.m. You know, a little patch, an
Electrical
hour. long.
charges into clouds in order for them to clump together and form precipitation. That's sick.
Yeah, real tech.
No chemicals needed. I mean, here's the thing: people are all like, "Oh, weather control, the government." Oh, it's like, dude, like that's fucking. We need that. That's probably gonna be one part of whatever that helps us survive the fucking climate crisis.
Snowpiercer.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm about it.
I'm all
We can
about
have
it.
fake rain.
Remember in like a Stormpiercer sequel that there was just a second train doing the same thing?
That's so stupid. It's one of the best examples of why sometimes sequels just aren't needed.
We're gonna watch the first one.
I
have
wanna
it like
see-
on my hard drive.
It's pretty good. Fucking. I'm personally waiting for Snowpiercer 3, where it's the crossover with Train to Busan, and they have like zombies and shit.
Frozen ice zombies.
Did you see they're making a fucking Train to Busan sequel?
It's already out. It's called Peninsula.
Oh,
Huh.
It's not very good.
No surprise.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
need to see Train to Busan. I've heard good shit about it.
I liked it until its ending.
Hmm.
It did, and only because I'm like an autist about this kind of thing.
Mhm.
The guy got the that's a spoiler. But basically, the ending, what happens is stupid,
Mm.
and it shouldn't have happened, and that's my only issue with it.
Speaking of zombie movies, I forget. Didn't we get like sauced and watch Romero movies one time, or did we?
I don't remember that. Fuck.
Dude, we need to watch. If we haven't, we need to watch those old fucking Romero zombie movies, like Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
Imagining watching Genocyber while fucked up.
Oh, dude, that'd be. You know what we need to do? Get crossfaded and watch Genocyber. Get Jesse in on that. That'd be sick.
Some Xans.
Dude, seriously, keep me away from the cough syrup in your house, because I still want to try lean. I've been listening
it's
to
not
way
the
too
same.
much Future lately.
It's not the same though. NyQuil and codeine, like codeine's the way stronger shit, so that's what fucks you up. NyQuil isn't strong enough. I mean, it makes something vaguely tasting like lean. I hear. Beaver, you're the expert on this.
I don't know. NyQuil is NyQuil the DXM one?
NyQuil is the over-the-counter one.
Right. But I think it's like that's like the robo tripping one, where if you mix that with codeine with Sprite, then it's like that's the shitty lean, but then
Yeah.
the code.
Oh, shitty lean, that works.
Yeah.
canon.
Well, I know. I don't know if it's specifically NyQuil, but one of the cough like over the counter ones that if you mix it, it kind of does like it's called like robo tripping, and you kind of can't move
Oh,
your leg.
Robitussin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit. That has the DXM in it.
What happens?
So what's in NyQuil then?
NyQuil just makes
Yeah.
you sleepy. What does it do?
Well, for Robitussin, it kind of you don't have like full control of your legs individually, so you kind of walk like a robot, like stick. You're not, yeah. So,
That sounds hilarious, but not,
No,
not
it's-
fun.
it is,
I'm looking for a different kind of experience with weed.
yeah. I wonder what is in NyQuil. What's the like? Do people? Is that
It has
also
an alcohol content.
It makes you sleepy and loopy as fuck.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, like if you stay up through the NyQuil, you get fucked up on NyQuil low. NyQuil's
Really?
interesting.
Holy shit!
I remember trying to kill myself using NyQuil and like 40 painkillers.
That's
All I
so
did was
good.
Christ.
vomit everywhere. No, it's funny because
That's not funny at all.
I'm alive, so it's funny. What does it mean? So I remember doing that, right? I remember downing a whole bottle of NyQuil and popping 40 pills at once, right? 40 pain pills. Then taking a shower because I wanted to leave behind a clean corpse. So I go to bed and then I just wake up vomiting everywhere. And like I vomited my shoe. It looks like spaghetti. I remember trying to Google why can't I read. Also, my shoe is filled with spaghetti. At some point, I went down the stairs and there was just vomit on the stairs. I don't remember doing that. I fucked up like the shower rod curtain. It was just like fucking broken. I don't remember doing that either. And just vomit everywhere. It was fun.
See, my thing is, I can barely get down one pill. How the fuck do you get down 40? That's insane.
I was trying.
Also,
I couldn't take pills for like 2 years after that because I'm like, yeah, I just remember vomiting.
I remember I had to get pissed. I had to get really upset to like swallow a pill without a drink. That was fun.
Dry swallowing sucks.
It does.
I agree. Fuck that shit. It just sucks.
It feels like an alien crawling down
Like,
your throat.
give me like 1 ounce of water, like a tiny droplet.
Yeah,
and it'll be fine.
just a smidgen.
Yeah.
Also, wait,
That's why I have
who's
some
the expert on
Muscos.
lean?
Beaver.
What's
I'm not
lean?
the expert. I've never actually done real.
Ah,
I've never
shit.
done codeine.
There's
I've
no
never-
way.
No, it's true. I've never gotten my hands on codeine.
This has done coke. I'm gonna ask him if he's done lean.
Holy fuck.
Ever
Yeah.
had lean?
Because it's like, I've just been listening to so much like Playboy Cardi and Future lately. I'm just like, man, I
Dude,
kinda
you
wanna
ever just
try
bump DS2 and you're like, this is the greatest thing ever. fucking,
it.
fucking love Future.
Sometimes I think like, man, you know, people are like old parents, whatever, lobbyists are fucking dumb. Like shit doesn't influence people. And then here I am listening to Go to the Moon, and I'm like, I need to try something.
Try something. Yeah.
But it's
Start
Future.
listening- Start
Yeah,
listening
it's
to
Future.
Drain
Like
Gang
what
shit.
the fuck?
Like that shit makes that shit's like it's mind altering. It gets inside you. You're like, I need to drink the lean now.
because it's. I mean, give me some credit. I don't want to drive around in my car because I have like a Subaru. You know, if I had like a V8 or an R8, you know, an Audi, then I'd get the lead and fucking pop in. Except Future doesn't like R8s. He don't drive those. He doesn't like them.
I almost did a spit take at that.
Which one?
It isn't like alright.
It's because I own a Subaru is
Oh.
why I don't drink and drive.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? If I've got like a fucking like a Nissan Skyline or something, fuck yeah. Get the Henny and have one hand on the wheel. Let's go.
Oh fuck. Booze and cruise.
Oh man.
Yo, I got some political news we missed.
Yo.
Yeah.
Apparently, a Senate panel voted to make women register for the draft.
Yeah,
Nice,
God bless.
equality.
I missed that. Huh.
We are a pro-U.S. military, pro-draft podcast.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And if
That's our
you
stance.
get drafted, fucking
You
get
deserve
deployed
to
to
die.
Israel. I mean, yeah, same difference.
Oh man, Tommy was talking about that shit in the server earlier about how the religious, like, if you lose a limb, it's your fault in like the Bible.
What?
Yes, like you fucked up God's temple, so you're going to hell if you lose a limb.
Man, so hell
It's
is
totally
just
in the Bible. Hell is filled with cripples.
hell is filled with nuggets.
So does that mean, like, if you're already going to hell, you can take someone's limb off and they're going to hell with you?
That's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
According to the Catholic Bible, yes.
Oh, the
Wait.
Catholic Bible.
Is it because we are the temple? Is
Yeah,
that
'cause
You
the
some
body
shit.
is God's temple. Yeah.
so? If I like fall and like lose my own limb, I go to hell.
Yes,
So
that's literally how the Catholic Bible works.
So-
Go ahead.
what does that mean? Oh, so all those fucking choir boys are going to heaven because they have priests inside of them, so their temple's even holier. Got it. That's how that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking
How long?
hypocrites.
How long does cum last in your ass?
Um,
Beaver, you actually would know the answer to this.
Is
I'm
Beaver
serious.
is Beaver a biologist? Why would they know that?
No,
Yeah, why would I know?
she's a grindologist.
Grindologist.
In grind, yeah. What do you got, Beaver?
I don't know how to answer that question. I've never flattened out the timer. I've been really high.
We
It
need.
wouldn't mean last.
Do you have an estimate? How long did it
Like,
last?
what do you mean, like last? Like,
How long did you still know it was in there?
oh my god. So
I mean, at least for like
Next
more than a
question.
minute.
next,
Yeah.
like 5. How about that?
Five what? Seconds? Minutes?
Minutes.
5 minutes.
I
Okay.
mean, you ever just like jizz all over yourself, and then
Yeah.
it's like 10 minutes later, it's kind of gone.
Okay, so it dries up in there is what you're saying?
Yes.
There's no way, because it's a moist environment in there. No, it gets absorbed, like rectal drugs.
Oh fuck, that's gross. That's rough.
Would it actually get absorbed?
I mean,
Yeah.
some of it. I mean, that's why they take drugs rectally. It's the same principle, is it not?
I guess you're right.
Suppositories,
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like-
there's probably like a Dojin about that, isn't it? That's how they get like the feminization drugs in you, just through your ass. It's in
It
the
does happen a lot.
Being absorbed.
I can back that one up a bunch. That is definitely what happens.
Whatever.
I wish
That
I knew.
is.
Man, it sounds like things that I wish I knew, like Dojin artist names. So I wish I could like pepper up jokes like that with Dojin artist names.
I mean,
It's. Go ahead, no.
wait, hold on. Let me Google to verify this. Go on.
Uh oh.
It's usually the opposite. It's usually the cum gives women dicks. This is what usually happens.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez,
that is actually a way to get progesterone, is putting it up your ass. That's one of the like.
Oh yes.
That's like one of the methods.
Presumably the most effective way, right? Like,
I mean,
not even
probably.
joking.
If not the most effective, probably the preferred way. Let's be like, not calling anybody out. But...
Normal ass pills, not ass pills, but
Normal
Isn't that how they
ass
get-
pills, that's a bad thing.
Isn't that how they get pills and horses? They shove it up their ass? Or
I
am thinking
believe so.
something else?
Yeah,
I mean,
horse
that
pills,
was-
yeah, because they're big. They're really big.
Well, not that. I mean, like, yeah, there's horse pills that are large, but I mean, like, they literally do shove a pill up their ass.
It sounds like it would hurt.
Probably would. But they're not happy about it.
I thought they're not.
I mean,
It's
what
funny
is
when
a
they
horse happy about? Apples?
say,
Man, you remember? I just saw Jackass, so it's on the brain. Remember that scene where they're just jerking off a horse, and then like,
How the fuck did they get away with that, dude? Jesus Christ! I haven't seen that in so long. You just brought that back. Fuck me.
and then I forget his name, but one of the guys drinks the horse cum.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was probably like Steve-O.
It wasn't. It was like the guy who also shit on the dollhouse and also shit himself before being
God damn, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Scraggly hair guy. The guy who got the fucking pubic hair on his face and tried to go to the airport as a terrorist. That one.
Oh my god. Fucking legend, dude.
Yeah.
God damn, I can't remember his name. It wasn't Bam.
It was not bad. He's definitely one of the less well-known members of Jackass.
Imagine doing all that cool shit and being one of the last known members and nobody cares about.
Yeah,
That's a
poor
crime.
guy.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy who got like the leech on his nuts.
I don't know that one.
That's Jackass 2. In the same one, I think they even used the same leech. Steve-O got a leech on his eye.
Jesus Christ.
They're crazy motherfuckers. I'm so excited for Jackass 4.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna fucking roll.
What are they even gonna do? They're so old now.
They're getting mostly like other people.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be like them just shitting their pants 100 times. Just by accident.
Pictures are gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer?
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
there's a trailer just came out
Shit,
this
are you
weekend.
kidding me?
There's a scene where like two of the guys, I don't know who they are, they're not the Jackass guys, I don't think. They're like in a connected fishbowl helmet setup. So like they're just like, they're facing each other and they have it looks like a meth pipe, honestly. They
Okay.
have a meth pipe on either side, but it's a helmet. And they just put like a giant fucking spider in it.
Nice.
No. No.
And I think that's gonna be the whole joke. It's just that there's a fucking like 2-foot spider in the tube crawling towards her.
Sometimes the best Jackass bits is where there's like no elaborate setup. It's literally just like some simple shit like that. It's just how long can they survive?
Do you remember the first bit of Jackass 1?
I don't think.
It is Johnny Knoxville renting a car.
Yeah, but he breaks it. Yeah, then he goes back to stop, and he's like, "Fuck you!" And then it was so good,
He gets it wrecked in the demolition derby.
Oh, nice.
And so he brings it back to the rental place, and he's like, "Listen, I'm sorry, I got a little drunk. Are you guys gonna help pay for this?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I don't have the money for this, so you guys gotta figure this out." And then he just runs away.
I remember watching that as a kid, and I was like, "No fucking way!" And googling, "Is Jackass car rental return real?" Like, I don't like. It's like obviously it's not.
Dude, you know
but-
which one from when I was a kid sticks out in my mind for some really weird reason?
What's up?
The one where they're on the beach and they're trying. They put like I forget who it was. I think it was Bam, maybe it was Steve. I'm not sure. They put his anal beads up their ass and then they tie it to a kite and they're trying to see if the wind's strong enough for the kite to pull the beads out.
That's from the show for sure, because I don't remember that.
God, it was
Unless
so
that was
good.
Jackass 3. That might have been 3.
It was a long time ago.
3 was a long time ago, man.
Oh, man. That and the midgets in the 50 midgets in the grocery store is like one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
There's the one where Wee Man is chasing not Phil, but like another fat guy in like India, and so I'm sorry, I have it backwards. Fat guy's chasing Wee Man. He's like, "Come here, you little bastard!" Then they round the corner, and then they come back rounding the corner, and then there's the same army of Indian midgets like chasing them. Yeah, classic. This Jackass. I don't know how that did continue as like a thing. Like people made their own home videos of Jackass, but they didn't bring it back.
I think probably a combination between like legal shit, injuries, and just like not wanting to overplay it, I guess.
That makes sense. Did you see Wild Boys?
I haven't.
That is Steve-O and Chris Pontius, I believe.
Oh shit.
Just like going to Africa and fucking with shit.
That sounds like a good thing.
There's one where they just find the corpse of an animal, like a big animal who got hunted by other animals, and they just like cut it open and do the Star Wars thing.
Nice.
And that's like the whole bit.
I hope they got like Ebola during that shit, or like fucking malaria or something.
I really hope so too.
Imagine getting like the bit is they got malaria and they're trying to spread it to each other in the most creative way possible.
There's another one in Wild Boys where they're like being not held hostage, but like they're being given a place to stay by like an African family or something, right? And so Steve-O starts doing like his trick with like knives, where he's like putting the knife on his nose and just like walking around doing some ignorant shit.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I think it's Chris, like starts trying to fuck like the elderly grandmother of the house.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I'm misremembering a lot of it, but that does happen. He does try and fuck her.
How did that end for him?
They just were laughing it off. He did not get like extradited.
That's good. Nobody got chased with a machete, I hope.
Yeah. It'd be very funny if there was a news story in 2004 of like the cameraman of the hit show Wild Boys was stabbed to death after Chris Pontius tried to fuck an old woman.
Oh man.
Classics. That's what this podcast is, just naming other bits that people have done.
That's the fucking every bit was built on the backs of giants or some shit.
Can't even riff on Jackass because Cumtown already did that.
Dude, when's the collab with Cumtown? When's that scheduled?
Whenever we start making 70 grand on Patreon.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they make shit.
They make 90 now. They make 90.
Really? 90?
Yeah, 90
Holy
recently.
fuck.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know.
Dude, all they do is they just make gay jokes and shit jokes. Talk about politics and they're making money. What the fuck, man? Why am I
don't.
bored?
They rarely talk about politics, too.
Sucks.
It's like... Fuck.
So they're just the official Grinder podcast, then. God
It's
damn.
true. Adam should have been on the podcast. Beaver, you gotta like vomit or something on the pod.
Yeah.
You gotta play a role.
I gotta do
Somebody's
something
got like
about
nut
it.
on the pod. That's
Yeah,
good.
I gotta get like I gotta do one up. What's better than shitting or nutting?
We gotta get Jethro to just jerk off on camera.
Just jerk off
Just
on
do
camera.
meth and jerk off. Not meth,
Yeah.
coke. Both. Fuck it.
Maybe like live car crash or something.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Maybe I could.
We're
Get the
recording
tire
pod.
screeching and like sample it for the fucking intro and like a hip hop beat.
Make me drive in the car every time we record until one day it happens.
We are all drunk driving.
We're all drunk driving every episode.
Yo, yeah, we-
do shots.
Nobody's done it.
You're right. It'd be a
That would
good
be a
podcast.
first. That would blow up.
That would be awesome.
That's got like curb appeal on it. Put a pin in that. I just remember that.
Would we get in trouble for that?
I mean, as long as we put a PSA saying, you know, don't drink and drive or whatever because you want to be lame, then it'll be
Do
fine.
we have
What
to
if-
put a disclaimer? It's like we are not actually drunk driving.
But the crash is real, though. That did happen.
I did run a red light while intoxicated, but it was only me. My co-hosts were not drinking and driving.
They were responsibly podcasting sober. They were only character acting. It was completely fine.
And this is just my alcoholism. I'm sorry.
My apologies to the 5 family members whose lives I've changed forever.
After that 7-car pileup on I-25 on the international fucking international? Yeah, international highway.
I've done a lot of reflecting, done a lot of changing as a person. I'm ready to come out and endorse Trump in the 2024 election.
I'm proud to be sponsored by Miller High Life.
As George Carlin once said, this pud's for you. Holy fuck. I'll drink to that.
Hey, cheers. Gotta get cocaine. We gotta just do Cocaine Cowboys, except it's us.
It's the worst
is that
cocaine
more-
cowboy.
Is that more or less gay?
Way more gay.
Yeah, it's more gay.
That's what I
way
should
more.
blow my money on in Ohio. My
Cocaine?
ex, for all of his like whiteness, he knew people who could like hook me up with that.
I
Damn.
also know how to get coke. I know where it is.
Right? Yeah, you've got a guy. I forgot about that.
I do have a guy.
I
It's
may be
possible.
moving to Oregon by the end of the year, so do mushrooms.
Ooh, fucking
Just stay away from that Emerald Triangle. It'll be good.
What is the Emerald Triangle? Is that like a fucking? Isn't that Kingdom Hearts 2?
Not as far as I remember. Or no, it's like northern California. It's literally an area of California where it's just like they just grow weed there, like illegally. And but it's run by like meth biker type people, and it's like they get so many disappearances there in that area that they call the Emerald Triangle, and it's like police just don't even fuck around there. Like, I got a friend who was telling me the story. She knew somebody that went there like with her dog, and there's like, well, here's the other thing too. It's also filled with fucking drug addicts that are just like, you know, it's like Ohio, you know, they're just like nodding, they're just openly doing heroin, you know, on the sides of the road and shit.
Yeah.
And she's in a Starbucks in the Emerald Triangle. She's like, want to just, you know, go visit or whatever, doing that Californian thing. And literally a homeless person there is like, I just want to eat your dog. And they're like trying to grab for her dog, like this old Pomeranian or something. And she doesn't even get her order and just fucking leaves. And this hobo's like following her. He's like, I want to eat your face. Shit like that. And she gets like police there and whatnot. And literally tells him the story. And he's like, yeah, just don't talk to him. You know, just don't bring your dog here. It's not safe. You really shouldn't vacation here. And just like, that's all that happened. And that's why you don't go to the Emerald Triangle.
Just don't come here. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't bring. She's like, he threatened to eat my pet. And I was like, well, you probably shouldn't have brought him. I mean, it's not safe for your small pets.
He looks like a fucking good meal. Like, what
If
are you doing?
If that dog can't defend itself, I mean, you're asking for trouble. It's literally like mafia tier, like hillbilly meth head type shit. Like if you go in, there's like dead bodies in those woods, supposedly. Like people just disappear there. It's fucking crazy. Northern California is like insane.
You ever see The Green Room?
What is that?
That's that movie where who's fucking Captain Kirk, or Professor X? what else he is.
Fucking.
Not
What's his name?
Willem Dafoe.
Bald guy.
Or something.
Sir Francis Drake. I don't know.
He's gay, whatever.
Patrick Stewart.
That's it. Yeah.
He says the N-word in that like twice.
Wow.
That's that movie about a liberal / leftist punk band that goes into like straight up Nazi Alabama or some shit. And they get trapped in the green room of a stage that they were playing in because they witnessed a murder.
That sounds fucking sick, actually.
It's really good. It's a very good movie.
Punk band reminds me. Have you ever seen? Have any of you ever seen fucking the Motley Crue movie on Netflix?
Nah.
Dude, it fucking rules. That movie's sick. It's crazy. Nikki Sixx was a fucking piece of shit.
I have heard that. I do know that Nicky Sixx is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole when he was younger, but it's what's cool about the movies. They present it very honestly. It's one of the few documentaries where they didn't really clean anything up. Dude, literally the first, 5 minutes of the movie is one of the band, fingering some chick on a chair in the middle of the party, and she fucking, gushes like a goddamn power washer. That movie is off the rails, son. That shit is wild.
Rockstars rule. I miss that. It's a shame how much they just raped, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, look
But
at
they-
fucking, what's his name? We mentioned him, last time we were in a call.
The
The dude that had a castle.
The Lost Prophets guy.
Jimmy Page. And the Lost
Oh,
Prophets
Jimmy
guy.
Page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy Page dated a 14-year-old and lived in a castle.
Yeah.
That's some
Campbell.
medieval shit, literally.
That month dies. That'd be a good day.
Yeah, they all were, on some shit with their groupies. It's like they just looked the other... I guess, was it just not that weird back then? Because everybody got married at, 16 or whatever?
I don't know, man. The 70s and 80s were fucking just
Dude.
cocaine fields.
My fucking... my aunt... my dad's sister literally ran away from home at 15 with my uncle and, got married and shit. And it's like there was plenty weird about that, but they had like a family and shit, and they made money, and everything was fine. Like they fucking stayed together and shit. They were married for like 50 years.
Your uncle and your cousin.
Just fucking uncle and aunt.
You know what? I just realized.
What's that?
Electric Lemonade 4 Loko tastes like how dish soap smells.
That's pretty rad.
I get it. Now I know where that taste is coming from. Tastes like dawn. Tastes like animals. Tastes like animals getting washed of their oil from the Exxon fucking oil spill.
You need to make a Dawn drink. It's that and something else.
Yo, I got a taste review too.
Yo.
I just got to my White Claw Surge Blood Orange, which I'd never had before, right? You know what it tastes like?
What
It tastes like in like 4th grade when I used to eat the like purple Elmer's glue sticks.
That's
a very specific memory.
Mel used to eat glue. Fun fact.
Yes.
Man,
I never did that shit.
I wanted to eat Play-Doh, but I knew not to. And to this day, literally about like I think 3 weeks ago, I remember asking my mom. I was like, "Do you know of any food that has like the mouthfeel and consistency of Play-Doh?" And she was like, she literally stopped what she was doing in the kitchen to think about this, and she was like, "I really don't know."
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are like edible Play-Doh recipes.
Oh, dude.
Ugh.
I need to fuck out of that. I mean, you're talking to the dude that used to eat pancake batter, so you shouldn't be surprised.
Christ.
It tastes really good in moderation.
I used to eat a shitload of school supplies right up until like I went to middle school, and I was like, okay, now I need to eat normal.
What other kind of school supplies are we talking here aside from glue sticks? I need the deets on this.
Like,
Pencils.
I would take apart markers, and like they have like they're like these like cotton sponge type things, and I would like suck the ink out of those.
How do they taste? How's it taste?
Very like it was very hard to place. Very distinct though.
Mel was the fucking John McAfee of 11-year-olds. She was unsure if she was still high.
Fucking evaded detention by like disappearing into the bushes and shit. Had to be extradited from one school to another.
When I was 3, I remember eating my own earwax.
How was that?
Yeah, gross.
Does it taste
But
like how
I
it
was
smells?
like, it tastes like a penny, almost.
Probably
Like a dollar penny,
mineral content or something.
which I also used to suck on when I was a kid.
Ugh.
Very young, very young. But I remember thinking, if I can eat my own earwax, how does world hunger exist?
I mean,
I don't get it.
it's a very intelligent thought for.
3-year-old?
Yeah, that's pretty up there. That's a lot smarter than I was at 3. When I was 3, I was seeing the fucking World Trade Center come down, and I was recreating it in Legos as it happened. I don't think I was 3. I was younger than that. I don't remember how old I was.
When I think she's bullshitting, but my mom says when I was 2, I was 3.5 feet tall.
What?
I don't think that one's true. It'd be great if I was
2001.
gigantic and still shitting myself. I must have just looked like I had Down syndrome.
I was 5 years old? Jesus Christ, that's way worse. I thought I was like a baby when that happened. 9/11 happened 2001, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I was 5 years old. That's way worse. I literally thought I was a baby. Shit.
No, I was a baby.
God damn.
I don't remember.
I still remember.
I would have just turned 4.
Do you know I know the origin story of where my racism started?
Oh.
When I was like, I think I had to have been like 3 or 4. There was so what happened was we had this upstairs bathroom. We used to keep all kinds of boxes and shit in there.
Yeah.
And there's a box that we had for a rice cooker, and this was like 2000 whatever or 1990 something. I don't know. So rice
My eyes
cooker
just
was like
lit up,
insane.
just so you know.
Was it?
I know my eyes just lit up when you said rice cooker. I think I know where this is going. Please.
So, and so yeah, 2000s, 1990, whatever. So rice cooker, this is like some exotic shit. It was new. They probably paid like, it's probably $400 now in inflation because the economy's fucked. But so on this rice cooker, image of a smiling Asian man in like chef gear. And I didn't, whenever I saw that, I didn't like using that bathroom. So I had trouble going to the bathroom for a while because I couldn't vocalize. I was too dumb to vocalize why I didn't like going in that bathroom.
Because of the Asian man.
Yeah, and it wasn't until years later I was like, oh, it's the... No, it wasn't until years later. I was eventually able to say, it's the box, the rice box. And they were like, the Asian guy? And so they just turned the fucking box around, and I was able to shit in there again. Now, that was the story that I told them for years. What it actually was that I didn't figure out until about like a year ago was I had a dream when I was young where I was on that toilet, and it was like at night in my dream. And I turn to the window. It's a little tiny window. And I see a gray alien just smile and wave at me from the window. And the reason why this is scary is because it was on the second floor. So my mind logically went, this motherfucker is like 20 feet tall. This is fucking terrifying. And that's when I put two and two together and I was like, wait a minute, it wasn't the Asian man I was scared of, it was the fucking alien. My mind just conflated alien with Asian, and I was like, rice box, scary. Just turned it around. So that's the origin story of my very toxic, irredeemable racism against Asian people and gray aliens.
Because they're the same. What's the difference?
I made up with the Greys. I had a really great talk with Elon Musk the other day on WeChat, but Asians were still working it out, or hashing it out.
Do you support South or North Korea?
All I need to say is rest in peace our brave boys at Pearl Harbor. Never forget. If that answers your question.
Oh, fuck.
It was like China or something. I forget who did that. It's Japan. I heard somebody say that once. I was like, man, I'll never forgive China for Pearl Harbor. And I was like, do you hear yourself right now? Do you honestly hear yourself right now?
Oh, fuck. We are in hour 27. Should we call this?
It's
That's good.
It's a pretty good point to end it, I think. I want to do another one already, though. This is good.
Damn, yeah.
Just
I mean, I can stay up on Fridays now, play without hating myself the next day. So
Nice.
yeah,
I got it. We'll just fucking put a random ass Toho drawing on top of Jeff Rose for Soma in the art.
Oh, fuck yeah.
yes, I get to wrestle with the Toho.
Yeah. Except also it's a furry wolf or something.
I'm sure there's furry art of a Toho character.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, there's a distressing amount of it.
Fuck, that beautiful fucking art that we got. And I
Nicky.
never got to fucking use it when Jeff was here. What?
Just go on E621 and like search Toho.
I hate that
Good
I know
point.
what that is. Every day I'm reminded of it.
Do you know about the chemicals they're putting in your dog's food? Google dog E621 to learn more.
Breaking news. New chemical in dog food is causing stomach knots. Search up E621 dog knot.
Do you know that the dog food from Purina is giving your dog fucking rabies? Google feral dog E621.
Need a dose of cute dog pictures to get you through those rough office Mondays? Google search E621 baby fur.
Oh, it's good.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's call it.
It's,
Stop it now.